Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing well. Today we are in my bathroom because it's everything shower night. It might be everything bath and shower night, I'm undecided, but I'm essentially going to be walking you through my full beauty routine. This is when I want to do the most and use the most. This is what I do. These nights are seriously my favorite and I feel like I crave them even more in the fall, and so I'm so excited about this. And we're gonna do my pre-shower prep. So the first thing I do is make sure, whether I'm having a bath or a shower, is make sure my Stanley's full. You can have a fun drink if you want to. I just have water. Sometimes I'll do a little CBD drink or something, depending on the mood. And then sometimes I will have a bath that leads into a shower, or a shower that leads into a bath. And I feel like that might be controversial because I love being able to get the hair washing out of the way and then just be able to sit clean in a bath. But then I also like the reverse of having the bath first and then having the shower. So let me know in a comment down below. Are you a bath then shower or shower then bath? Or are you neither? So one thing I want to do in this video is share with you all of my favorite go-to beauty products, and this is maximalism. This is me using all of the products that I love within the same time frame. Typically I'm not using all of these products at the same time or within the same routine, but for the sake of the video we're gonna do that. For a pre-scalp treatment, I have two favorites here. This one is from Kerastase. This one is great if you have dandruff. I feel like this one's gonna be really great going into the fall and winter, and if you have a little bit more drier hair or you just know that you prefer an oil, this one from JVN is really lovely. Today I'm gonna use the Kerastase one though. A key player in any scalp treatment is having one of these little scrubby things. I just got this one from Amazon and they feel really nice. Okay, so for this treatment, it has a little squeezy tube and it has a little marker on the bottle, as you guys can see. I tend to overuse products. Also, I have a lot of hair. So how this works is you want to just separate your hair into different parts around your scalp and then drop the product kind of around, and you can kind of massage it in, but I will go in after with the massager and really get in there. By the time you guys are seeing this, I will have gotten my hair done, which I'm so excited for. I feel like my hair is so warm toned, and doesn't matter how much violet shampoo or anything I use, I just feel like it's so warm, so I'm very excited to have it toned and possibly go darker. Hopefully all goes well, and you can see that on my Instagram. I'm sure I've posted by now what the new hair looks like. And if you're not following me on Instagram, now's a good time to do so. So as you can see, that kind of went quite fast, so I'm just gonna use a little bit more. I'm just gonna use a bit more, because I feel like some parts of my scalp are not saturated. I feel like hair health has been something that a lot of people have been talking about more recently. I know that rose hip oil is a really affordable and great product to use. I haven't personally tried it, but I've heard a lot of great things. And I just feel like taking care of your scalp is a really easy thing, especially if it's something you could do right before the shower. It's not gonna make your hair greasy or anything overnight, although you can keep this in your hair overnight. Especially if you're trying to grow out your hair, I highly recommend looking into some sort of scalp treatment or just something to add into your routine, because it makes a huge difference. And I typically like to wait about 10 to 15 minutes for pre-treatment to soak into my hair before hopping in the shower. Just gonna toss that up into a bun, and we're gonna move on to bleaching my mustache, which is something I don't think I've done since high school. Cody picked this up for me on the way home. Just got it at London Drugs. It's what I used in high school. Hopefully it works for me again. I have kind of struggled recently with darker hair. I feel like my mustache is just growing so fast, and also I'm getting dark hairs on my chin, which is so frightening. And so I wanted to try the bleaching, because typically what I'll use is this flawless filter. Flawless filter? No, it's not Charlotte Tilbury. This is, I think it's just flawless. I don't know. It's this electric remover. It's really great, and I've used it for years, but I kind of want something a bit different. I don't know. I'll still probably remove the hair, but it'd be nice if it was lighter. The first step is to wash your face, so I'm gonna do that. Face is clean. Here's a little close-up of the before. As you can see, I have a lot of rosacea around my nose and stuff, and I have some spots that are basically not active anymore, which is really great. My skin is feeling pretty good right now. Not too many active breakouts, but I just feel like everything is just a little bit too dark up here, so let's fix it. I was getting too warm in the other robe, and you can't sweat when you're doing this, so switch to the towel. I'm going to mix this together, and then you apply it to the area and leave it on for 10 minutes, so let's hope for the best. I would be lying if I said I wasn't a little bit nervous. I guess now I wait 10 minutes, but so far feels good. Feels fine, a little cooling, maybe a little tickly. It's been about 10 minutes. It does burn slightly. I think the pain right now is honestly like a 2 out of 10. It's really, really mild, but there definitely is some burning sensation happening. It like feels lighter, but it's also quite red right now, so I feel like I can't properly tell. It actually doesn't look too irritated in the camera, which is really nice, and it feels fine, so great. Okay, moving on. Gonna be doing a bath tonight, so I'm running the water and I put some Epsom salts in there. They're just lavender ones. They smell so good and they just make me feel relaxed. I love them so much. It's such an easy inclusion. Sometimes I like bubble baths, but Epsom salts are definitely more so my thing. I don't know why this feels so funny to me, because over the years of me being on YouTube and filming content for brands and doing hair stuff, I have filmed so many videos in the shower, in this exact shower, but I don't know if I've ever sat in the bath and actually talked to you guys, so there's a first time for everything. So typically in the bath, once it's all ran and I have my Epsom salts, sometimes I'll watch YouTube. I will even use the Octo Buddy that I have on the back of my phone. This thing is amazing and can stick to the tile. You can watch videos from anywhere. It's seriously the best. If you don't have one of these by now, you're missing out. It's the greatest invention ever. So I can like prop this up and like watch YouTube if I want. I will also sometimes read. I've really been into reading lately. I feel like I'm going through so many books and it's actually kind of a problem because I cannot spend more money on books. So I actually got a library card, but a lot of the books I want to read aren't really available right now. I feel like I'm catching up on book talk, so I just finished Ugly Love by Colleen Hoover and I absolutely loved it. It was such a good book. I'm still thinking about it, so I feel like that's a good indication that I really enjoyed it. And then I read a book this past day basically about SIBO. If you don't know, about a year ago I was diagnosed or tested positive for SIBO, so I'm kind of just like exploring that health journey again, trying to get back on track and learn a little bit more about how I can fix that. I've done the antibiotics. If you know anything about SIBO, I've done the antibiotics twice, and so I just kind of wanted to get some more knowledge on it. And now the book that I'm reading that I started yesterday and I'm almost like halfway through is It Happened One Summer. This is really good. I've really been enjoying it, and it's really hard for me to concentrate on wanting to do anything else. It has been so much more enjoyable going to bed instead of scrolling TikTok for an hour, reading for an hour. So I've really been enjoying that, and obviously the bath is a great place to read. If you have any book recommendations kind of in that same realm, please leave them down below because I would greatly appreciate it. In terms of like body care when I'm in the bath, typically what I will do is shave, and so I basically just use a men's razor from Costco because they're cheap and I like to kind of switch out the blade quite often, so I find that the most reasonable. And then I'll basically use whatever body wash I'm using at the moment. This one is the one I've been loving. It's the Cremo body wash and it's in the scent Italian Bergamot. This is from Target. It smells so good, such a good scent for the fall and winter. It's actually a men's body wash, but it smells like Le Labo or something. It smells so good. And then if I want to scrub, which I do today because I want to do a self tan, I like to use the Tree Hut scrub. This one is the Exotic Bloom. I've repurchased this scent quite a few times because I love it, and it's also pretty affordable compared to other body scrubs that I've tried. So I love this so much, and the texture of it is just like so good. I love it so much. It's just so goopy but also gritty, and it does a great job of exfoliating. Moving now onto the shower, I figured that doing a voiceover for this would be easier. I start off with the Bondi Boost scrub. I love this stuff. I use it about once a week, and I try to focus this really on the scalp, really scrubbing it in there, and it lathers really nicely for a scrub. For shampoo, I'm using this one from Kerastase, and I focus that on the roots of my hair, really sudsing it up and scrubbing really deeply to get it super clean, and then rinse that out. In replace of conditioner, I'm going to be using a hair mask. I like to apply my hair mask to the mid to ends of my hair and really saturate it and get it nice and like combed out with my fingers before clipping it up with a claw clip. This is a game changer. I don't like when I have heavy products in my hair that sit on my back, especially because my hair is quite long. So I like to clip it up and then give my back a rinse. I go in, wash my body, do a bit of a face scrub or wash my face, whatever needs to happen. I basically already washed my face earlier, so I'm just using a scrub to exfoliate and then rinsing everything out. Out of the shower now, my hair is up towel drying. I don't use any other towels in my hair now. I only use this one. It's from Kitsch. I love it so much. Throw it in the washer and dryer as normal. Same with like my headbands, my wristbands for skincare, and my tanning mitts. All of them go in the wash and dryer weekly with all the rest of it. Right out of the shower, I like to apply this clear skin solution that is from Dr. Morelli. I have found that this has cleared up my skin immensely. I went to like a skin doctor, Dr. Morelli, and he suggested I start using this, and it has made a really big difference if I use it continuously. I'm avoiding my mustache area just to like not irritate the bleach at all, but this has really been amazing in combination with that scrub I used earlier to really help my acne. The other esthetician there said it's very similar to the Paula's Choice solution, which I have used on and off. I haven't dedicated a bunch of time to trying it because I use this other stuff, but she said it's very similar. So if you're looking for something a little bit more accessible, apparently this is really good. You do have to go through a bit of a like purge period, I believe, with that, but it's worth it. I like to apply that first and let it soak in so I know that it's really working to help the acne. For my damp hair, I like to apply kind of a lot of products before I blow dry. Honestly, I find it makes the biggest difference. I'm going to use a volumizing mousse in my roots since I am blow drying. Hopefully this will give me some volume. I'm going to use my Color Wow Dream Coat. This is a staple in my routine and I use it every single time I blow dry my hair. I'm going to use a Kerastase leave-in spray. This one matches the shampoo I used earlier. And lastly, I'm going to go in with an oil. This one is the Olaplex No. 7 Bonding Oil. I'm going to go blow dry my hair, which you guys have seen me do a million times, so I'm not going to share it with you. The blow dryer I use is from Dyson. It's amazing. Cannot recommend it enough. Hair is blow dried, I swear. Combining the Bondi Boost scrub with the volumizing mousse adds so much volume to my naturally very straight and weighed down hair. Also, I don't know if my hair has ever been longer than this. Like I said, I'm going to have it cut by the time you see this video, but it's so long. It's feeling very heavy, very weighed down. I cannot wait to get it trimmed. Also, the ends are just feeling real crispy, so can't wait for that. I always forget how involved everything shower days are, and they're like kind of a lot of work, but we're on our last step, and for that I'm grateful. It is that time in the week when I self-tan, and this is the one I've been loving lately. This is the Bondi Sands Ultra Dark Tanning Film. I actually just repurchased this and I got it at Shoppers because it was cheaper than on Amazon. It's like 36 bucks, which I feel like is really good for a self-tanner. I also really like the Cocoa and Eve one, but I like how dark this one gets me. And then I actually do use a Cocoa and Eve tanning mitt. I like to give it a little shake, pump, a couple pumps out. And then I typically work from the feet upwards, and then I call in reinforcements, which is Cody, to do my back. Also, whenever I'm tanning, I typically try and moisturize my body a couple days before because I don't like applying moisturizer just before. I find that it doesn't work as well. The tan doesn't stick, so I like to make sure my body's moisturized like in advance. Body is tan. I'm going to do one last step. First, I'm going to apply some face moisturizer. I love this one from Florence by Mills. It's the Plump to It. It's been my go-to moisturizer. When I'm going to use tan on my face, I like to keep my skincare super simple just so it doesn't like react with anything. And I like to put this down as kind of a barrier because I'm going to use the Bondi Sands on my face. I typically only do this the first day that I'm tanning, otherwise I'll use the Saint Tropez drops to maintain the tan, but I kind of like doing a little bit of like contour when I first initially tan. So I take the mousse and I spray a little pump, or pump a little pump like that onto the mitt, and then I take this brush from Luna Bronze, kind of just like lightly dab it in and apply this where I would normally contour, brushing up both sides of my cheek. It looks kind of crazy, but it blends out. And on my forehead, on my nose, and also really defining that jawline. Hair is washed, tan is on, I'm in my pajamas and comfy clothes. I'm gonna crawl into bed and read my book. I'm so excited. Thank you all so much for hanging out with me, and if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. I really tried to condense it because I feel like when it comes to these videos, there is just so many different things in like my monthly beauty routine that I do that I could probably sit here for 3 hours and talk to you, and we simply just don't have that time. So nonetheless, I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you found it at least somewhat entertaining, and I will try my best to link all of the products that I mentioned in today's video down below so you guys can check them out. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in my next video. Have a great day. Bye.